I got to be honest. The fact that you guys got those sweaters and I don't, it's starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah, no wonder he hates Christmas.
My mom.
This
got
doesn't
us,
make me feel any better about
My
Christmas.
mom got us Christmas sweaters, and I went to pick them up, and I thought there were 3. I just grabbed them off the chair.
What a
And
fucking...
then once we got in here, there was like, yo, there's only 2, and I was like, oh damn.
I
man.
saw you guys pulling them out of the bags with tags on them, and I was like, what the fuck? Did you guys not send me the memo?
Yeah, I didn't even know.
You know what mom's
sitting here in my fucking bullshit.
You know what mom does all the time?
What's that?
Leaves the price tag on shit.
Loves to do that.
Loves to do it.
And you know what's funny is knowing mom
Loves
is that what if it says $24.99, she didn't pay $24.
No, it was
it's paid
scratched.
$4.99.
It was scratched,
Yeah.
and you see like the new price.
She like ripped off like the little serrated part of the fucking ticket at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's just like that said $8.99.
Yeah,
Have you guys
she ripped the sale price off and
Yeah.
has the real price.
Oh,
Have
sorry,
you-
I
have
didn't
you-
know that was on there.
Have
know
you
it was on
guys?
there.
I mean, this is not uncommon, but obviously, like you guys have removed tags like out of shame, right? Because you know it's a cheap thing that you got. Have you ever just like to get rid of that sticker and you're like, I don't want them to see this price because it's not
Well,
really
as a
accurate.
gift for
Oh,
somebody?
as a gift.
Yeah, as
for
a
me,
gift.
I don't give a shit.
I would take it off. Period.
I would take it off, period, because I remember I learned this lesson when I was in 5th grade. I bought a girl flowers for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was checking out, the woman took the price tag off. I was with mom.
Yeah, you're like, what are you doing?
And I was like, why'd you do that? And they were like, you don't want her to know how much you spent on flowers, like, sweetie.
I think
I was like, oh, so like ever since like 5th grade, I've always taken the price tag off.
Oh, so you do take it? You take it off though.
I
anyway,
think that's
right?
the code of gift giving is to not have the gift price on it. Number one, not to expose yourself, but not to like embarrass the person that you're giving it to.
What a weird thing.
Yeah, that's what my point is. It's
See what I'm
weird.
saying?
It's
Do you
just
see what I'm saying?
Psychological
It's a
shit.
fucking mess.
Yeah, we've come full circle to the fact that it's just
Yeah.
strange. Like you have to take off the price, and I only did it because mom did it.
Jesus' birthday.
But then I started getting
really
embarrassed
April.
because I'm like, oh, this thing was only $30.
But it's not even really Jesus' birthday.
No, he's born in
No,
April.
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
And
Oh,
he's a Jew.
He's an April baby.
And he was born in Palestine.
Yeah. He was a Jew, Palestinian Jew.
Yeah, Bethlehem's in Palestine, bro.
Frankincense, myrrh, and
In that box.
what else? What was the third thing?
And frankincense, myrrh, and
Gold?
Gold.
Yeah,
Was it gold?
I think.
You
But
ever-
yeah,
you
the
ever-
three kings.
You ever see that Family Guy thing about the 3 kings?
No, it's not gold.
Frankincense and myrrh. Yeah, it's gold, dude.
It might
I
not be.
feel, I feel like you're right. Hold
What
on.
was the Family Guy thing?
Because the Family Guy bit is like, it's the 3 kings walking to meet Jesus.
Yeah.
And it's like, what'd you get him? He's like, I got him frankincense.
It is gold.
Yeah. He's like, I got him frankincense. He's like, what'd you get him? He's like, I got him myrrh. And you're like, what'd you get him? He's like, gold. You're like, gold?
Yeah.
We agreed on a $10 limit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. Who was the one king that got to get the fucking baby gold?
And it's funny they're arguing about that because that's what it is now. It's like, oh my God, seeing somebody get
You always do this.
seeing the other brother or the other sister get the better gift
Yeah.
at a whatever Christmas.
I was
party.
I was a
I just die.
It's not fucking Rick and Morty.
We were talking about dad, and now I'm farting for
Frankincense tears. It's basically sand.
Yeah, dude.
It's not cheap.
frankincense.
No.
Well, it's gained popularity since Jesus.
Listen.
Yeah, but back then it probably meant a lot too.
4 ounces of frankincense costs almost $30.
Oh,
Damn.
That's
how
not-
much is 4 ounces of gold?
That fucking, I don't know.
Imagine that, dude.
$200?
Yeah,
You wouldn't be
also
upset?
because gold is still crazy till this day.
Yeah, bro. Look that up. How much 4 ounces of gold?
Does it depend though? Doesn't it depend on what type of gold form it
It was
is?
18 karat. Put 10 karat.
What do you think
Go
about-
lowest grade?
speaking of
Go
gold-
10, do 4 ounces of 10K.
Speaking of gold, what do you think about that guy that's always on Instagram that tracks NYC guy?
I mean, it's all marketing stuff.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
1 ounce of gold currently, live price is $2,000.
Yeah,
Damn. Gold's always going to be gold and silver.
That's crazy.
yeah, man. No, I have a buddy who's one of those. You ever see Moses the jeweler?
Yeah.
That's a buddy of mine. It's my boy. That kind of hustle is so crazy. Like that
Crazy.
jewelry hustle, like that diamond
Yeah.
district shit.
Yeah.
That shit's Uncut Gems for real.
Yeah, would you say Uncut Gems is like really kind of like that a little bit?
It's accurate.
Yeah, without like the murder parts, probably.
Right.
But, there's been murder over
They're
Jewel,
just
but
murdering them in Africa.
bro, it's just constant traffic, being like, "Yo, what's up? Like, you want to make this deal?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this guy, they'll do this, and then you do it. It's high octane, bro. I just did an interview with him for this project that I'm working on. We just interviewed him. It'll come out later. But
Nice.
We talk about the insides and outs and all that shit about the jewelry business. It's pretty interesting. But yeah.
4 ounces of gold is fucking $8,000.
Yeah, dude. Now imagine that. Imagine you give, we all agree on a budget.
Yeah.
$30, $30,
And this
8,000.
prick shows up. Yeah.
You could be like,
dude,
bro,
really?
split that shit up. And then it's like we're all put our names on it and say it's all from us.
Yeah, but he's gonna know it's not. He's gonna know you work in the diamond district and you got the hookup.
I always think back to that.
What did that gold get him anyway? Nothing.
Got him killed, got him murdered.
INRI.
You know what's kind of crazy though, and the Romans killed Jesus, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then like there's Roman Catholics. Mm-hmm. That's a big my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The Roman Catholic Church is a big.
And the Jews turned him over to the Romans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you got to make deals.
And it was really all just because he was becoming popular with his word, right? That's
Yeah.
it.
And he was speaking against the Jewish temples, and he was speaking against the Romans, which were
Right.
at the time mostly, I think, just like still worshiping gods, like multiple gods.
Yeah, Roman Empire. Yeah, they were worshiping
God,
gods.
those guys were fucked, man. In the head.
They killed the shit out of Jesus,
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah, they definitely killed Jesus.
Isn't it weird to you that Judas and Brutus both rhyme, by the way?
Judas and Brutus, Gina del Judas.
Et tu brut.
Et tu brut.
Et tu brut.
Is that what he said? Is that what it is?
Et tu brut.
Dude, imagine being there that day.
I went to the park.
I was going to say, I went to.
He's like, I went. I was there.
I
stabbed him.
No, I went to the park. I went to the park in
spit
Rome.
on his leg.
In Rome, though, where Caesar was murdered.
Yeah,
Oh, you went to. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you can't go inside, but I walked around the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't. Is it just because it's
Down in a pit. It used to be like kind of like a theater looking kind of thing.
Wait, and it's still.
It's
bad.
not it's not in great condition. Now it's just populated by cats. It's just cats all hang out in it.
It's probably all the souls of the.
Yeah, the fucking crazy Romans
stuck there forever.
But yeah, it's a small park that you could go and look at, and you don't have to pay any money to look. It's like in the middle of a city. It would be like walking past like, a parking lot in fucking in this town. You know what I mean?
Great. Yeah,
But
you just did that, right?
But I went after Danny's wedding. I went to
yeah.
Italy on my own.
Yeah.
And hung out there, which I want to go back and do. Italy was dope.
Italy's.
I just walked
awesome.
around. I walked around Rome just all day and all night. I
chill.
probably walked 10 miles a day while I was there. Yeah,
It's
it was great.
it's you can't replicate it on videos,
Yeah.
pictures. You just got to beat it.
Ah,
You gotta
che
beat it.
cazzo. Yeah, it was a good time.
Cazzo.
Che cazzo fare.
But yeah. Merry Christmas, guys.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
I don't
Merry
think
Christmas,
we
boys.
said that to each other.
Can we all touch hands in a circle?
I've been rubbing my penis this
I don't
whole
care.
episode.
I don't care.
All
I love it. I love
With
your
that
penis.
hand or this hand?
Feel how warm that hand is.
I love you guys.
Yeah. Love you guys. Bro, who is it? Jamie Foxx, I think, said it in stand up, and it's so fucking true. Every time you scratch your ass, you have to smell it.
Yeah, it's just like.
I mean, you want to make sure it's not dirty.
what do you, is that? That's got to be a primitive thing.
Yeah,
And it's always this?
I've never scratched
Has he
my.
done this,
I've never scratched my gooch or my ass,
And
and
not
not
smelled
immediately
it.
just went.
It's been like you got to know what's going on. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know what it is. It's like you check the oil in a car. You got to check the.
It's
smell.
just
You got
a
to know what's
smell
going
check.
on.
It's
Yeah,
smell
dude,
check.
you want to just make sure that your fucking asshole's not out of control.
Is there ever time you got a little carried away though? You just it did a little too long though. You just kept sniffing.
Not that.
Look at Jared's fucking.
You've done it.
Dude,
Kinda like it?
Just like, oh, it's me.
I've literally caught myself in the middle of the night clawing at my ass. Like because in the middle of the night you feel something itch, you don't think about it. You're just like you're asleep, and then I'm waking up and I'm like, who's digging in my ass? I'm thinking it's the dog or something. I just turn around, I'm like, oh, it's me.
It's me.
Digging in my butthole.
Yeah, scratching your butt, you gotta smell it, dude. I don't trust you if you don't. Weirdest thing about wiping your ass too is like you stare
You look
at shit.
it. Yeah.
You just go.
how much I got left.
Yeah, what's going on?
And do some fucking shit math equation in your head.
Yeah, if you think about it, you literally hold shit
This close to your face.
6 inches from your face.
And do a fucking Dookie equation.
Is it
of
is it time yet? Is it time?
It's like how many licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. It's like how many wipes I got for.
Dude, I had one of those shits the other day where I just had to wipe 700 times. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, dude.
I finally just got up, went to the fucking sink, get like a wet paper towel with soap on it, and just washed my ass. I was like, dude, I'm gonna be here for 3 days.
The
Fucking
worst.
trying to wash my fucking ass over here. It's the fucking worst.
The worst is
Gotta get back to work for Christ's sake.
is having a hairy butt. Like with a hairy butt, bro. It's like it's literally like you go through a day.
Yeah.
You know, luckily you start with like a clean ass crack, and by the time you're done, you get in the shower and it feels like a fucking asteroid shower, a meteor shower just shot directly
It's like
into your
lint.
ass crack.
It's like lint.
Yeah.
And it's just so much. I'm like, there's no way that my asshole collected this much fucking lint over the day.
It's all
I
exterior
just
shit.
wet wipe now. It just you're out of there so fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You're out
I
of there
can't
so
walk around
fast,
with a
man.
wet butthole.
No, you just have whatever's left in toilet paper, and then you just wipe whatever's left, and then to clean it up, and then that's it.
Yeah.
But and then the one thing is like okay, the one thing is you don't flush wipes. Even the ones that they say are flushable, apparently
they're not good. No,
either.
they're not good. Yeah,
but like
they're not
now you
bad.
just have a bin of shit. You know what I mean? Shit
Oh,
rags.
speaking of that, you know what drives me crazy? When Kiana, you had these too, and they used to drive me nuts. Or these fucking baby diaper shit capsules that you would just like constantly put baby diapers in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
They're called
God.
diaper genies.
Diaper genies.
Yeah.
Bro, when I tell you.
Yeah.
When
And he
I
would come out,
tell
it would
ya-
just be like an anal bead chain of diapers.
Oh, I do remember that thing.
Gross,
Yeah,
yeah.
like a Kuma's necklace, but shit, and
Bro,
diapers.
So,
Exactly.
Yeah, it was like a Kuma's bead necklace.
Yeah,
it was,
yeah.
It was. I remember Kiana was changing. Kiana was changing Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And I remember I saw her put it in and it just like disappears.
Yeah.
So I was like,
And
what
you
the
turn it.
Yeah, and you turn it. And I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
So I was like 8 or 9, dude, when Elizabeth was a baby. So I'm like, I have to check this out.
Yeah.
Bro, I opened that thing.
Oh, my
And when I
God.
tell you, I've never felt more like I was going to fucking pass out or die. It felt like a video game where they trap you in a room and the gas is like filling
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
And you gotta
yeah,
get out of
yeah.
there at a certain time and you'll die.
smelled-
That's what it was like.
Probably smelled like the fucking sewer that
Yeah,
guy
that
was
guy
sitting
was
on.
Bro,
sitting on.
a baby's baby wiped shitty ass.
Yeah, but like that
smells so
but-
fucking bad. It almost makes it smell worse.
But it's being cooked in that like natural precipitation humidity because it's in the container,
Dude,
and then you
gross.
just and then because I didn't know what it was either, but that thing was cool as fuck though.
Yeah, diaper genie.
Is that still a thing?
It's gotta
yeah.
be.
Let's just keep this rolling, and I'll just make it into a double episode.
I'm down. Yeah, let's do it.
And then we'll talk about
Double
like,
Christmas.
we'll talk. We'll the second half we'll make it like New Year's Eve or something.
116.
Yeah. So we'll do that. I mean we'll just run it. I'll just run it and cut it. It's no
Okay.
problem. Yeah.
Are we staying in the same attire?
Yeah, it's New Year's. Who gives a shit?
Okay.
They're gonna get a banger.
Banger. Wait, do we need another song? Are we doing another song?
No. It's just I say it's part 1 and then part 2, and then if anything, I'll do a little fucking jingle on the side.
Just snip it at 116. I'll send you the time.
Yeah, but no, man. I think the thing I hate the most about babies is the thing I hate the most about babies
It's just them.
is it. No, it's not just them. It's just besides the happiness that you get from seeing it, they give you nothing.
Yeah.
They
No,
give you nothing.
love though. They're so beautiful, man.
No, they are, but it's like
I get all
I'm talking
giddy
about
when I see
I'm talking about
babies.
newborn babies. Like they're wearing those fucking scratch mittens.
Yeah, they're
and-
ugly.
and like they're ugly and like
And they have those moments where they get excited and just go
and they start flicking around.
freak out.
Yeah, bro, and like they have those stupid little hats on.
Yeah.
I hate newborn babies.
Yeah,
I think newborn babies are that's the worst evolution of babies.
Yeah, 6 to 8 months. I love babies. I think
they're
they're so
great.
fucking.
Why do
cute.
Why do they crump dance though? What is that crumpage?
I don't know. It's probably just spastic, just movement because they're like.
They're getting used to existing.
Yeah.
like their limbs and shit. I
Don't
guess.
babies have more bones than we do? Or they dissolve?
I don't know.
Yeah, look that up. How many bones are babies born with? Babies have more
Oh,
bones.
they lose
know
bones
that-
over time. Is
Yeah,
what you're saying?
I know that their skulls are still separated and then they gradually forge together.
Yeah, the dent thing was
have
so
that
fun
soft
to like softly touch.
Yeah, I remember Elizabeth's. I used to just like go like soft on it.
Yeah.
Just be like,
No, you could literally like
fuck?
like indent that shit. It's
But
crazy.
you could feel, wasn't it? Didn't it have like a pulse, or am I ODing right now?
It could have a pulse, probably.
Like just brain pulsing.
Yeah. How many bones do babies be having?
I love that Google always fucking answers you too.
I know.
Imagine they answered back. They're like, we got you, cuz.
A baby's body has about 300 bones. These eventually grow together to form the 206 bones that adults have.
crazy.
They have 300 bones.
Why
And
is that?
little
So that
ass
they can-
thing?
so they can come out and be like more crumped up.
Yeah.
So they once they like reach fucking out the puss, they like come out and like I guess they come together like the fucking Terminator guy.
It's crazy.
Babies so weird.
T1000.
Love babies though. Love babies. Hate newborn babies because they either cry or they're throwing up.
Yeah.
The worst.
Yeah, they're a mess.
They're a mess, dude.
So
I remember
also-
just being like, "This thing's not alive, is it?"
Also, the scariest looking babies are white babies.
Yeah. I think the cutest babies are Asian babies.
Asian and black babies.
And black babies. Now, if you go with a Blasian baby, now you're just
Oh, now you're cheating. Yeah, you're cheating.
You're a real piece of shit.
Alaskan indigenous babies?
Inuit babies?
Inuit? Because I
Inuit
can't,
babies?
I can't say the other, right?
Yeah.
You can't say the E word
No.
anymore.
No, so
Not unless we both shared a girl.
Does it rhyme with
Right.
Lexapro?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it rhymes with Seskimo.
Seskimo. Yeah.
Satchmo page.
Yeah, those
Satchel
babies are cute babies.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
they
dude.
are.
Yeah.
Then
They're
like
adorable.
they push them out like on
Like
a,
little seals.
like little seals.
Did I ever
on
I
ice.
tell you guys I was at I think we did talk about this, but I'll never forget what this woman said because I went to a live filming of Maury Povich.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and the baby came up on screen. And the woman behind me goes, "That's an ugly ass baby." I was like, "Yo, the crowd is ruthless."
I
right
think
now.
what's most amazing about them is that they're just this little thing of life, and they were in there, and now they're out.
Yeah, and they're innocent. They don't. They're so their slate is completely new.
Yeah.
There's no bad intention. They're just babies.
clean software.
Whenever yeah, they are. Yeah, they're just like a brand new computer with like no viruses.
Yeah.
If they're like lucky enough.
Yeah.
If Selena has to have a C-section, I don't think I could watch that.
Like
It's
cutting,
tough.
cutting. Oh yeah, you had to see it.
I saw two of them.
I would never in my life. I don't think I could watch it. I don't think I could watch it
Yeah.
because I would get so mad.
Dude,
that
honestly
they're doing
though,
this to my
you're
wife.
s-
Also,
you're-
it's
you're-
fucked up to
you're-
look
you're depending on how it happens, you're so like boosted up on adrenaline, and not to mention we were both up for like 30 hours straight. And you know when you get to that point of just not sleeping that you're almost like drunk, like it's almost like it's so surreal the whole thing that happens. But it is pretty fucking traumatic.
Well, how does she feel? Does she like? Have you guys ever talked to like? What would she if you had a baby? What would she want? Does she say she wants to do it naturally?
Straight vag, dog.
What a boss!
Yeah.
What
She
a
wants to go
boss!
straight out
They
the
say until that thing ain't coming out right, and then they're just like cut it,
Yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, that's fucked. Man.
get it out of there.
But at that moment, you're on there and you're like, ah! You probably just like fucking you're like, just do whatever. Get it the fuck out of me.
Bro,
I'm just-
I know
hips and
women
shit.
love being women and shit.
Yeah, but
thank
that
God I
sucks.
don't have to do that.
no, that sucks.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'd rather fix a bed and get coughed on.
What? Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
fix that bed, get cough in my fucking
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah, in that sense,
wake
in
me
that
up from
case,
naps.
Yeah, wake me up from naps. If it means I never have to give birth from a baby,
Yeah.
keep
Thank
keep
God.
waking my ass up.
yeah,
dude.
dude.
I have no problems
If I woke up pregnant tomorrow, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
You wanna know
Fuck
what's
that.
crazy though too? Is like if guys got pregnant, like I feel like girls if they get pregnant by accident, like they're embarrassed to like tell their family and stuff. I think if it was guys, we'd be worried because like our friends would think it was gay.
Yeah, they'd be like,
They'd be like, "Dude, you're pregnant? That's
Yeah.
so."
Guys
gay."
would do that anyway. Yeah, they'd be like if we were still guys, they would 100% still do that.
or we would
Yeah.
just be dicks and be like, I told you I get pussy, bro.
yeah,
right.
You don't believe me?
It's like, see this?
Yeah.
See this?
Got
Yeah.
so much pussy last night.
Yeah. Doubt
Yeah.
it if you want.
Oh my god.
It's just so funny thinking about it, dude. Like, yeah, you see the Bills game last night?
Right?
Stomach out, like holding their. That's the funniest position to me is the back hold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
right.
you just can't.
Yeah.
They just do this. It's like, we're gonna name him A-Rod.
I was.
You're gonna name him Alex Rodriguez? No,
No,
we're just gonna
A-Rod.
name him A-Rod.
Is pregnant sex like? Is that what's the thing behind that?
Yeah,
Is that a thing?
Have you had pregnant sex before?
Plenty. Yeah.
Is it?
plenty.
Aren't there like benefits to that or something like
Yeah,
that?
you don't have to buy rubbers.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, can you nut on your baby's head?
Yep. Yep.
Is that where it goes into the soft spot?
No,
it's
it's nowhere near it.
yeah. No, but it's yeah. I mean, I don't know where it goes. It's probably
Jared's baby came out with 3 extra soft spots.
Yeah, no,
right.
but they're in they're in a amniotic
uterus.
sac. They're in a sac.
And
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
it's-
So
yeah,
it's
they're
like
protected.
nuts going into.
Oh, they have jizz protectors.
yeah, they have like
they
a jizz
protect you
raincoat
from
on.
jizz.
Yeah,
They have jizz coats.
Yeah,
So
They have condoms.
So
They're
funny.
in a
You're like,
condom,
and
yeah.
they're just blocking all your fucking semen with like their guard over their fucking defense
But
base.
isn't
Yeah.
it so weird that babies are like scuba divers for like 9 months?
Yeah.
just breathing
Just
liquid.
live under the ocean?
Just breathing liquid.
How have we not figured that out?
Well, there is ways.
To live under the water, if you could, we've already kind of done it.
There are ways for people to breathe liquid. What was that thing that I was watching where it's
Yeah, I don't think
they
that's
do
true.
it no they do it for it's highly oxygenated liquid, and they do it for people that are like divers. Hold on a second.
Are they like bubbles?
Holy diver.
Hold it
Are they like bubble sacks?
Yeah,
something
dude.
like
I'm
that?
just saying, like, if a baby could survive in water for that long, why can't we do that somehow?
Because don't they have? Because everything's like shut off, and they just have this thing.
I would keep
This thing,
it.
the umbilical cord.
Does it mean my baby's going to be able to live underwater?
Specifically tailored mechanical ventilators will also be required to cycle the fluid for proper oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange.
No fucking way.
exchange. In short, breathing liquid is possible, but don't attempt it in order to impress the guests at your next dinner party.
Damn.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
The first medical use of liquid breathing was treatment of premature babies and adults with acute respiratory distress syndrome, ARDS. In the 1990s, liquid breathing was used in clinical trials after the development by Alliance Pharmaceuticals of the fluorochemical octobromide, or perfluobin for short. Thank you. I should have just read that one.
That's all in Kool-Aid.
So it is possible. I remember
I
looking
got a
at
couple of those words.
liquid ventilation is a technique of mechanical ventilation in which the lungs are insufflated with an oxygenated perfibron, I think it's called, liquid rather than oxygen-containing gas mixture. You could do it.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, bro. That sounded smart as fuck.
But it sounded like it's real, and that's all that
real.
matters.
You remember the
And you
movie The
called it.
Abyss? Remember the movie The Abyss?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do something like that where
Hold it down,
they put a rat inside of that oxygenated water. They fucking freak out at first because they're basically drowning.
Yeah.
But you never shut down because your brain and the rest of your body is still getting oxygen through a highly oxygenated liquid.
Right. And you're only freaking out because it's abnormal.
Because
you're not
because you
used to it.
panic.
Yeah.
Your lungs are filling with liquid.
It's kind of scary.
I mean, think about it. If your body once did it,
Yeah.
how can you not?
That's what I'm saying. That's been my whole thing.
You were just talking about Abyss, and that just made me think of the movie Deep Blue Sea, which I watched again recently
What Deep Blue Sea?
with fucking LL Cool J
Oh,
when
the
he's like
shark.
the
my
preacher
head is
chef.
like a shark's fin.
And
Yeah.
can we talk about how like LL
First
Cool
black
J?
man to survive a horror movie.
Yeah, he did. Well, I think he was.
Yeah.
And
I
also,
think technically he is.
and also, can we just talk about how fucking he's weird? He's a weird guy.
Yeah, LL's a pretty
LL
weird dude.
Cool J. He's done some really weird, like, he's always got weird roles. Like, what's the movie with Omar Epps where he's like, yeah, put the gun in your mouth and fucking suck it. Suck it good, bitch.
Yeah,
Into
You like
deep.
that?
He plays
Into
God.
deep.
Into deep. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Into
plays
Deep.
God.
He's weirder than
that's
that.
the name of his character.
Also, doing it, that video gave me like one of my first boners.
Yeah, it was so sexual. He was always so sexual. And then at,
That song's gross.
And then at WWE, he used to do this thing where he would go, yeah, whatever, and then lick his hand, and it's like no one and
I'm feeling kind of.
someone did a tweet and they were like, what the fuck is LL Cool J doing? And there's a meme going around, LL Cool J has never done anything normal in his life because it's always weird shit that he's done. And even in the movie, like, he's always been funny to me
He's LL Cool J.
because
and
he's
I'm
so
just getting warm.
because he's so intense.
It's like Muhammad Ali.
Because he's so intense, and he's old school rapper. So a lot of the time, even when we listen to the Cannabis battle, I remember Jennifer used to just always be like, all right, I'm going to fucking break this down for you. Like, this is that. Because it was the first battle I ever remember was Cannabis and LL. Yeah. I thought he was fucking corny as shit. Yeah. I always thought Cannabis was
LL's nice, bro.
I always thought Cannabis was beat him in that fucking rap battle.
I agree. Anyway. But if you compared their success.
I think somebody wrote.
Yeah, well, he was set himself up for that. He was brand new at the time.
I think somebody wrote LL's diss, though, on 4321. I don't think he wrote it.
Well, I think originally what happened was...
Did someone?
Yeah, I think somebody wrote that verse.
Cannabis...
I have to pee. You guys keep talking.
I think Cannabis wrote a verse. LL wrote a verse. And then Cannabis was like, bro, you're clearly kind of talking about me on that verse. And then LL was supposed to write a new verse. And then they ended up putting out that shit, and then Cannabis.
Well, he already fucking asked him when they first met. He already asked him. I can't fucking think when he's fucking doing that shit. He asked him when they first met each other.
Yeah,
he was like, "I really like that tattoo that you have," and he's like, well, "How would you feel if like I got a tattoo like that?" Yeah. And LL Cool J was like, "Why would you do that? I don't understand." Like, get your own thing.
Yeah.
Do your own thing.
Like the mic with the crown on it.
Yeah, and Cannabis said that he was just, just talking to him like he was just asking a question because he was like flabbergasted that he was meeting LL Cool J.
Yeah.
And then he did the verse.
On 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then LL heard the verse and then he was like, what the fuck's wrong with this kid?
Yeah.
Why is he like continuously talking about my, like, let me borrow the mic and all that stuff? So then he responded on the track because he was the last to do it. And that's why also, if you watch the original video, Cannabis is nowhere near any of them.
Yeah, he's separate.
He filmed in like some separate spot in like the football uniform and shit.
Yeah.
And they didn't let him in on the video.
Now watch me make the right from your arm, kick you in your groin, stick you for your Vanguard award in front of your mom's, your first, second, and third bone, make your wife get on the horn, call Minister Farrakhan, so he could persuade me to squash shit. I said, nah, he started it. Forgot what a hardcore artist is. Yo.
A hardcore artist is a dangerous man, such as myself.
Tried to run 20 miles of soft sand on the off land. Programmed to kick 100 bars off hand. Lost the forgotten land.
Yeah, and he got Mike Tyson on it, which was fucking crazy because he was new at the time. But what was Cannabis known for before? Just being on DJ Clue shit or something, and just freestyling.
Cannabis was known for freestyle on DJ Clue, Desert Storm mixtapes. And it was some of the best freestyling you ever heard.
Yeah, because he was
just like
the next style that was up, and then the LL shit happened.
And then he put out an album, and I think it was produced by Wyclef, and it just never did well.
Oh, but yeah, he was a Wyclef artist. You're right.
Can I Bust?
But it did. But it also did okay though, because I remember hearing like it didn't do terrible. Yeah,
a lot of those rappers like on that level just aren't good at going mainstream because they don't sell out.
Yeah, they're focused on lyrics.
They're not gonna like. They don't want to do all the fucking like cute shit and fucking love videos. They're like, dude, I'm not gonna make love songs. I'm not gonna make hit singles that you want me to make. I'm a MC. You know what I mean? And I was just thinking about it the other day, man. It's with all the things that are happening currently where people are being outed and all the allegations and people are talking about, what this one did and that behind closed doors, whether it was abuse or whatever, this other shit. I know people personally affected by that shit. But it made me think, bro, like the Locks always said it. They were like, bro, this shit, this whole music industry shit is fucking weird.
Yeah, yeah.
And these motherfuckers that run this shit are fucking
demons.
Weird.
Yeah, they're demons.
You know what I mean?
Devils.
And that's why, and that's why fucking they wanted to get away from that record label. You know what I mean? And they wanted to go and do their own thing because they were being forced to water down and become these kind of like these little like sexy boy puppets.
Yeah,
and they were like, bro, we're not sexy boys. That's not what we do, Yeah.
Shiny suits.
Take that.
They were like, bro, we're not doing that shit. And that's why Kiss said, and I'm way better than them other dudes, but I'm stuck with what I'm stuck with because I don't suck dick.
Is that what that is? It about being on Bad Boy?
It's about all that shit. It's just like we are not going to turn around and dance. And they tried to do it on the first album. When you think of Jiggy, but come on.
Yeah, they did. He's like,
yeah. And
they say he's like, that was all Puff.
They were like, dude, that's not us. Plus they were getting jerked on what their money was supposed to get. And they said it. They were like, these dudes are fucking weirdos, man. They're just weirdos. They do weird fucking shit. And all of these rappers now talk about it. You hear Cam talk about it too.
Who was a rapper back then in like the early 2000s that was blowing up that you thought that everyone liked that you thought sucked? Like who was blowing up
in the 90s?
No, like who was like or like 2000s, like when we were in high school.
Like Loon.
Yeah, oh, you didn't like Loon?
No,
yeah.
Loon sucked.
I remember you telling me at first you didn't fuck with Nelly either because you thought it all sounded the same.
I was never a fan of Nelly's.
Yeah.
I understood
First
why he
album
was
so
famous.
good.
You know what I mean?
Country Grammar's
down,
so
down, babe. Don't cheat in the rain.
Which is literally about murdering. I mean, that's what the whole song's about.
I've never liked rappers. It's why, it took me a while to really get kind of fall for, because he's actually a very talented rapper, was Ludacris. You know what I mean?
You're right.
And Ludacris is fucking very talented.
Yeah, he's very talented. And he can spit too, though.
And he can, you know what I mean? And the dude, once I think it was Word of Mouth and Chicken and Beer, I think.
Yeah, Chicken and Beer was the next one.
Back for the first time?
Back for the first time. Like, those albums were really good albums. The thing was that I wasn't really used to, dude, I didn't grow up listening to like mainstream rappers that were like cute.
Yeah.
They didn't do cute shit. I'm not saying Luda was. But even Mace shit, I was never a huge fan. I was a fan of Mace when it was Murder.
Yeah, when
he was Murder Mace, when he was KFC and Children of the Corn. Yeah. When Mace was on his real Murder Mace shit, I was a huge fan. I almost looked at him the way that I looked at Drake. Like when Drake is on the hood shit, even though I don't believe it, I like that shit. I like when Drake is spitting.
Well, did you just gravitate? We did too. Did you gravitate more towards aggressive rap for that reason?
I did, not because that's a life that I was living,
right. But you felt that.
But the storytelling part of that, seemed interesting to me.
Which I think Biggie was the best.
Listening to, I mean, I was never a big LL fan. You know what I mean? I was a Rakim fan. You know what I mean? I was never a big Jay-Z fan. I was a Nas fan. You know what I mean? Because a lot of, if you were a Hot 97 rapper, I really didn't care. I didn't give a fuck about any of that. I just wanted to hear some gritty ass shit that was going to sound like something that had struggle in it, and it wasn't all cute and sexy. And I didn't really care about that. Outkast was different because they weren't cute and sexy. They were musically elevated.
Yeah, and they were still they were still instrument wise, and they were still talking about who they were.
They were poets on another level.
Were you into like Far Side and shit?
No, I think the closest that I ever got to like loving anything like that, and this was Tribe, and Tribe wasn't on some oogie boogie shit either. They just weren't like, oh, we're gonna kill everybody. They weren't like that. They were MCs. They were lyricists. Poets. They were from Queens. They were poets, and they were intelligent. You know what I mean? So you were never gets it. But to this day, I listen. Like if you ever listen to like Rakim shit, like go back and really start listening to Rakim. Yeah. He's probably the best lyricist to ever live.
Yeah, Everybody for Presidents.
Rakim was fucking dope. Like it, and there's no rapper that.
I hope he's rich.
No, they just did that. Rakim?
I don't think he is.
Well, Nas just gave him like $500,000.
Yeah, but that don't make you rich.
Yeah, but at his age, it probably does.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't say no to.
At his age, though, isn't he like 60?
Dude, let me tell you something.
They should have pensions for rappers. They should.
That's what I think he's kind of do, right?
Rakim, I wonder. His net worth might be a couple mil, which is obviously comfortable. But I don't know. The thing is that a lot of these younger rappers. I just posted it yesterday. Like Nas and Biggie were 20 and 21 years old when those albums came out.
It's fucking crazy.
Nas, I could be mistaken. Nas didn't make his greater part of wealth until later on with investments.
Rakim's net worth.
Nori said the same thing.
$2 million.
Right, and that's probably off of. There's still songs that people make that he gets royalties off of that are, taking snippets of his shit and sampling it. I think there's been advertising that uses Rakim, and then I think there was also a surge recently of old school rappers where they're getting shows, big time shows again and stuff like that. But I don't think Rakim's selling out he's not selling out arenas.
No way.
You know what I mean? Like,
but he could tour for the rest of his life.
Or he'd get invited to,
or they'd be like, "Yo, come and open for us for fucking a tour," and he'd probably get a lot of money. I'm not saying he's broke. I'm just saying that compared to what you see in rappers now, the way that these people make money, it's completely different. You know what I mean? Like, but Rakim is probably the best lyricist.
What's so crazy? What about Slick Rick?
Huge fan.
Yeah, storytelling.
Fan. But the thing about Slick Rick is that even though it was animated and cartoonish in a way, Slick Rick killed dudes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like he's got like 2 bodies. He got kicked out of the country. He's done jail. Like, and the thing about it was raunchy as fuck, but it was also so witty and so playful. You know what I mean? And almost goofy in a way, but like It wasn't all gangster rap. Big Daddy Kane wasn't a gangster rapper. He was fucking one of the best lyricists.
Well, apparently MC Hammer, as goofy as he was in more popular Hollywood, apparently he beat the shit out of people too. Though. He like he would threaten the fuck.
You don't see him at things like the 50th anniversary of hip hop. I would have thought MC Hammer would be there.
Yeah,
I think he has. Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know.
When's the last time? Like, I've never seen Hammer come out on a show and just been like,
he had 2 big hits, bro.
Kill it.
What about Tone Loc?
Yeah, but they were huge hits.
Yeah.
Well, what were those guys considered? Because like Tone Loc was like on shit, but he was never considered like a rapper. You know what I mean? They just saw him on like. Tone Loc would just be on movies like
what style of rap?
It was
More like
was that TV
party rap.
Do you ever see how he did Wild Thing, but he changed it to crazy stuff?
Yeah, crazy stuff.
I'm
doing
doing
crazy stuff.
Yeah. I'm doing
Great voice.
Crazy stuff. You want to know what's like kind of that shit cracks me up every time I say, what a good sport Tone Loc is. He was
for
Ace
doing
Ventura
that.
and shit.
Yeah.
Pause right there. Let's get into the ads. Listen, our friends over at Liquid IV, okay? Everybody knows why I love Liquid IV. I just had their vitamin C Liquid IV yesterday because my wife is sick and I don't want to get sick. So everybody knows every time I get Liquid IV, also my sister-in-law is always like, hey, you got more IV? And I'm like, yes, I got more Liquid IV. So you guys know I've been rocking with Liquid IV for a long time. And listen, no matter where or how you're hydrating this holiday season, Liquid IV is the hydration brand fueling your well-being, and their hydration multiplier can keep you going through the end of the year and beyond with 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drinks, plus 8 vitamins and nutrients for everyday wellness. Liquid IV hydrates 2 times faster than water alone, all in a single stick. And now it's available in sugar-free. Choose from 3 delicious flavors: white peach, green grape, and lemon lime. This is the thing I love about Liquid IV is how convenient it is. It's a small little packet. You could take it on the go with you. Just drop it in some water, shake it up, and you're good to go. 1 stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. No artificial sweeteners and 0 sugar. Contains 8 vitamins and nutrients, non-GMO and free from gluten, dairy, and soy. Replaces sugar with the proprietary amino acid blend. And guys, listen, I tell you, you can go to Costco and get it in bulk if you want, or you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code LOPS, LOPS, at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code LOPS, LOPS, at liquidiv.com. Shout out to Liquid IV. They've been with us for a minute. And also who's been with us for a minute, our friends and sponsor of the show, BetterHelp. Love BetterHelp. Everybody knows I'm a huge mental health advocate, and being able to partner with BetterHelp this long, it's been like 2 years, has been amazing. I've always loved working with them and actually being able to use it. I am a user of BetterHelp. So being able to actually have something that I use and promote on the show is always something that I'm very, very passionate about. And I've always been passionate about mental health, especially in the last few years of my life. But listen, it's helpful from learning positive coping skills, dealing with trauma. There's a lot that we go through as people. And being able to talk to somebody about that is huge. Talk therapy is a big part of my life. It should be a big part of yours as well. I've had such a great experience with BetterHelp. And if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. In the season of giving, give yourself what you need with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/LOPS, LOPS today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/LOPS, LOPS. 10% off your first month. And thank you for being an amazing sponsor, BetterHelp. All right, let me segue a little bit. So this one's coming out a day after Christmas. This is part 2 to our Christmas holidays spectacular. New Year's is usually surrounded by New Year's resis. Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions?
Money.
Get that money.
Just bread.
I agree with that.
Not in an obsessive way, but not in a way where everything else is not important. But I think for this part of my life, I understand that I have an amazing opportunity to really use my knowledge and experience through hospitality to really build my own brand.
Okay. Cool.
And that's what I'm focused on doing.
I like that.
Yeah.
What about you?
Work harder, work more, and be a little bit more social. Be a lot more social.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's be honest. Be a lot more social.
What about you?
What about you?
Just be less fat.
So health.
Health, yeah. Health. And
That's a thing for me too. I definitely got to get in better
just
shape.
Just be less fat, man. Just be less fat, but like I could still be kind of fat.
Right.
But like just less of it.
Do you eat poorly though? I feel like I never see you eat. When I'm around you, I'm like, yo, you guys want to order pizza? You're like, nah, I'm good.
Nah, I eat clean. My problem's always just been portion control and
what time you eat at?
Antidepressants don't help. They
fuck with your metabolism.
They fuck with your metabolism. But I eat late at night. My portion control is not good at all.
Gotcha.
Like, I'll eat like I'm never gonna eat again.
Yeah.
Two or three times a day.
Well, that's also part of like depression and stuff like that too, right?
Yeah,
like
for
a lot
sure.
of the time.
For sure.
Those eating habits come from that.
All of my weight came from depression and drinking for sure.
Do you think
drinking
do you
is like-
think you would still be as physically funny if you were a skinnier version of yourself?
Yeah, I think I'd be better, to be honest with you.
Because you know how some people, it's like
you've
that
never really
becomes,
been like a physical
Yeah.
comedian though.
Yeah.
No, yours is more wit and like the rapid
Yeah.
Like being like
yeah,
and being like
liners and
saying something like loud, like a little bit, like being like
Yeah.
a high volumed like.
Presentation-ish. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Having that type of thing. But
does that question make sense though? Because
No,
it's
it
like
does.
some people like it's like would Chris Farley have been as funny if he wasn't the big fat guy?
No,
You know what I mean?
probably not.
Because he was also very animated for
Yeah, he's
for a guy
the
his
epitome
size.
of slapstick.
Yeah, that's how he was introduced to the world.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't fat 10 years ago.
No. Yeah.
You know,
no.
so it's like I've just gotten fat.
Yeah.
You know? So
But still, fat has become part of your marketing and your brand, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But I've lost weight and gained weight. I've gained weight since my wedding.
Yeah.
You know, the other thing too is I can't get my medication because fucking white women are just getting Ozempic all the time and they don't have diabetes. Bro, it's like
Is that waiting in line?
Yeah, no, it's just CVS. It's back orders. Like
Really?
Ozempic's like a fucking PS5.
Damn crazy. I
Yeah,
didn't
you
know
have
that.
to like,
Yeah,
you have to
dude.
like sleep outside to get
Is this
it.
like something you found out from just going all the time, like to get meds and shit?
Yeah, bro, I called them today and they were like, "Yeah, we don't got it."
Damn, that's crazy.
I was
How
like,
do
"What
they
the
not
fuck?"
have it? It's a synthetic drug.
I know. Or they just don't.
How do
dude.
they not have warehouses full of that shit?
They do, but it's just like there's
Fucking rack.
White women.
yeah, white women, dude. White women that want to fucking lose weight and go to fucking Cancun. I love Cancun. I don't know why I go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Shotgun shell full of shot
Yeah,
teeth.
yeah. I think for me, health definitely physical.
Health and just work harder and just work.
Yeah.
Just work hard, dude. I just got so far. I've gotten this far.
Yeah.
You know, I can't give up now.
What's your ideal retirement age? Like when would you just want to be like, I don't have any work to do today?
55,
Okay. What's the average age for retirement? 65?
65.
Is that right?
Yeah, because I feel like if I work really hard for the next 20 years, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I owe it to myself to put in the next, and that shit'll keep me young,
Yeah.
sharp.
I think
Like
yeah.
I don't want to retire. I'll be one of those people that retires at like 45.
No, you won't have to.
Nah, dude. I want to work till I'm at least 55, 60 years old, and then just be like, yo, the last like 20 years of my life, if I'm lucky, just don't not do shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like, yo, realistically, I could make enough money to just be comfortable. And I'm just saying, if my career stayed the way it is right now, I just do the same clubs for the rest of my life, I'll be comfortable for the rest of my life.
But you want a little bit more.
But I want a little bit more, dude. I want to just break that glass ceiling and just show people like I'm on some Donald Glover shit. Like I could write TV, I could act, I could sing, I could do stand up, I could do all that shit.
Yeah.
Now it's just about really wanting to work hard and do it. You know, like I worked really hard this year. I've realized that I have to work 5 times harder next year. What
do you think would help catapult your career right now besides what you're doing? I mean, because it's a time thing, right?
Music.
Music.
Yeah, music's gonna take me to another. It's gonna bump me up, dude. That's what people know me for, bro.
Yeah,
like all this other shit, like podcasting and all this stuff. It's like
it's the in between.
It's the in between, but people know me for music shit.
Yeah,
and, you know, it's
also just what people want.
It's what people want, and like you know that's gonna catapult me. That's what separates me from a lot of people.
Well, look, man, I'm excited when you started mentioning that you were gonna start doing that. First of all, I wasn't surprised. I was just happy to see that it was finally being like talked about and you know under production. Dude, I fucking look forward to fucking making any music with you and fucking participating in that and helping you write and all of that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
someone was like, "Are you gonna do ad libs?" And I was like, "If he wants me to do it, I'll do it." But I'm not gonna go on his album if he doesn't want me on his album.
Or honestly, I would love for you to do it all secretively, and I don't hear any of it, and then that album comes out.
Just go to fucking
and I get to
Turks
hear it
and
for the
Caicos.
I get to hear it for the first time with the rest of the world. They'll be like, "How's your brother's album coming along?" I'll be like, "Honestly, bro, I leave him alone. I let him do it. I'm a fan just like you, dude. I'm waiting for that shit to drop."
Just go record it in fucking. Just go be Kanye and go to like Saudi Arabia and just record it.
Just drop, right? I'm about to just go to like Hawaii or like some.
Danny would do that though. He'd be like in a fucking bed sheet as like clothes and just fucking like.
Well, that's why I started the Kickstarter. It's like I make good money, but I don't have like $7,000 or $8,000.
Yeah, to do a studio.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna go into my retirement fund to do it.
Yeah.
But it's like you know that's why I started the Kickstarter because I want to just do it the best possible way. And the reason I like Kickstarter is because you don't get the money unless you raise it all.
Yep.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like you have to raise the money. So like that's just. 2024 is gonna be just fucking music, Dan.
Yeah, just gonna be productive.
Just music, bro.
Gotcha.
Just music because people have wanted it for years.
Yeah,
you know, and it's like I finally feel comfortable enough in my talent, but also I feel comfortable enough that I have some space in my life where I could like create in a positive mindset.
Who did the beat in the song for the Kickstarter song and all that stuff?
Oh, that was a friend of mine. This kid out of Toronto.
Is that an older song that you've had for a while that you just like put up to show?
Yeah, I made that song like 7 years ago.
Are you gonna work with multiple producers on the album?
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's not gonna just be one.
No, it's not just gonna be one. But it's gonna be like I want to drop it at the end of next year. That's the goal. But it might come out sooner than that. It really depends on like how much I figure it out and get like the right people to mix and master it. And and people have been so nice. Like a lot of people reached out to me. They're like, "Yo, like I'll mix it for you free, bro. Like I'll do that." But like a part of me is like, I don't want to lean on that. You know what I mean? It's something that I feel like I have to do the right way and go into a studio, do it because I've done that before. Mm-hmm. And it's like it becomes one of those situations where I'm ready to put as much energy into that as like I've put into anything else.
Yeah.
And music is so different now how it's distributed. It's like I'm thinking about that. Like I think about what record sales used to be for famous artists back then, like what they would get in a week compared to like what artists get now. Like fucking Wu-Tang Forever sold almost 700,000 in the first week, right? Because it's back then. Yeah. And like Drake sells like 300,000 or whatever it is now. Yeah. That's obviously because of streaming services, right? Like, do you ever think about that? Or are you like, all right, I'm going to just put it on this and this and this like right away? Because selling music now is fucking weird. No, it's just different.
I'm going to put it all out, but realistically, I might sell the album for $1.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, yo, I'm selling the album for $1 for like the first like month before it comes out if you want it now.
And just see like if a shit ton of people get it.
Yeah, and just be like, yo, like, what's up, man? Like, I want to make some money back, like, on this investment, because I'm not going to sit around and wait for Spotify checks.
Well, it'll come from shows.
Come from shows, and then also just being like, yo, bro, like, now I could give this to a label and be like, yo, it's good. Like, do you fuck with me or not? You know, it's going to be fun to make visuals for stuff. You know, it's just going to open up like a lot more of like an artistic part of my mind.
Do you think that you need a label today the way that you needed labels years ago?
No, you don't. You don't. But
you pretty much created your own label as far as marketing goes. It's,
yeah. I
mean,
mean,
with your following.
Yeah, no, I have my own following, but you know, I mean, money talks, bro.
It's crazy to think that Vine was 10 years ago.
Yeah, dude.
It was so weird. Like we've
been making fucking dumbass music for 10 years.
Yeah. It's just like doing random videos for, and it's all through the phone, so you don't really know. Obviously, you do shows now, so you're getting a better idea of the visual. But like, you don't know it. You don't get to see any of those people. You just met other Viners. Like, it's crazy to think. Like between both of us, like even individually, I think we both have like 1 billion views for stuff like over in the world.
Yeah, hell yeah,
easily.
Bro. Easily.
It's like because they used to actually count the views. They didn't count the views on Vine in the first place, and then they started counting the views afterwards. But they didn't add up the views that you originally got.
Yeah,
that happened for newer people that were doing Vines.
Right.
And like I remember we were adding it up, I was still getting like 55 million views on like older videos because the number was so big. It would just say plus.
Yeah,
it was like 50 plus, so it didn't go above whatever the estimate was. It just knew that it went over like a shit ton. Yeah, but you never really. It didn't. Like at the end of the day, I would just get done and then fucking go to sleep with my annoying ex-girlfriend, and that was basically it. Like you don't feel any of it because it's all on the phone.
It helped get you famous and then it helped get you paid the way that you.
But it's crazy though. You just go and you put it down. And the next thing you know, there's 50 million people that are like. I'll never forget. I put my name on. I put my Xbox name on Vine once. Like I just did. I figured it'd be like. And my dude, that like 10 minutes after my fucking Xbox was just like.
My
like broke my account. And
my
shit.
PlayStation friend box has been full for like 5 years.
Yeah, it's like goes to the max number, and it's just weird to think like that was a time in our lives. So I think it's cool. Also, like Danny's going back to like he's doing like audiences, smaller audiences, but the fact that you can like go to another country and have people there because they've been riding with you all the time. You hear it all the time too. Like we've been riding you since this. So it's like I'm going back to what Jared was saying. Is that you did start your own label, like your own name, and you can get all those benefits from that.
It's just about wanting
to
do it, bro. I know how talented I am.
Yeah,
and it's just about working hard.
Yeah, working hard. Yeah,
it's just about working hard.
Yeah.
So all 2024, man, it's just I'm just fucking.
And you want to do it before kids and all that stuff too.
Yeah, bro. I want to do it all before kids and like have fun with that. And I owe that to myself, and I owe that to the fans too. Like the people that have been fucking with me for a long time, like they deserve that. I want to enjoy that with them. Tour around, have people sing my shit. Like. Bro, so I could perform "Let Me Suck Your Titties" and a whole place sing that shit.
Yeah.
It's.
Someone asked me the other day, "Is there anything that you've ever put on the internet that's like embarrassing?" And I was like, "Absolutely not. If I ever have kids, I hope they fucking watch all of it."
I don't give a fuck, bro. It's not like I'm fucking having my wife get a train ran on her like Adam 22.
Yeah, I still can't. Yeah, it's so wild.
Their daughter's gonna see that, bro. Yeah. That shit is gross.
I didn't know they had a kid. They have a kid?
Yeah, they have a daughter, dude.
I really didn't know they had a kid. That's crazy. That's wilder to me because it's like
people could say that's judgmental. Fuck that, dude.
I mean, it is a lot. Like if your kid, the first thing they see when they look up, that's what it's. I mean, that's what their biggest part of fame revolves around. Not his podcasting. Where they don't give a shit.
Well, I would ask him that. I'd be like, dude, do you want your daughter performing work the way that your wife does?
Oh, I'm sure
he's a grind ball. He's also he's like Diddy. Like he's not like I don't know. Maybe he is. But that mentality he has, he doesn't give a shit. He's making money. He doesn't give a fuck about his kids. I mean, I'm sure he does give a fuck about his kid, but he doesn't give a fuck what they see. So, who knows?
Bro, we're going to start seeing some really weird kids. You think kids are weird now?
I know. The fact that we have so much more life to us, and we're going to see... What generations? What's the next one? What's it called? Like alpha, beta, like it's like alpha or something, or omega or something. They're going into that now.
Your generation X.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Then we're millennials.
Yeah.
And then
I think I'm actually considered part millennial also.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
I think 1980 is the millennial cutoff. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no. Let's look that up.
Yeah, I might be X.
And then it's what's Elizabeth? Elizabeth is
she's a millennial.
She's a millennial.
Oh yeah, she is a millennial.
Yeah, dude, she's like almost 30.
And then there's
That's so weird.
Then there's Gen Z.
Yeah, then it's Z,
So
which is what
here it
Sophia
is.
and Sophia's grade.
The greatest generations 1901 to 1924. The silent generation is 1925 to 1945.
Got him.
The baby boomer, which is mom and dad, 1946 to 1964. Generation X is 1965 to 1979. Millennial is 1980 to 1994.
So I'm millennial.
And then Gen Z is 95 to 2012. And then Gen Alpha is
It's net.
2013 to 2025.
Oh, so that we're in that now. Oh, damn. So then after 25, they do a new
Yeah,
one.
so
Yeah,
you're
we're in the alpha age.
who the fuck names these things?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, who's the honcho?
hurricanes? Who names hurricanes too?
Yeah, who gets that? I think there's a process to that, isn't there? Though it's
usually
alpha.
is in like this. Well, it's alphabetical, but I think it's probably the person that discovers that storm first. It's like asteroids and comets and shit.
Do you see Kirk Franklin? Is it Kirk Franklin, the
Singer
guy? He said that the reason people act the way they do now is because all these fucked up names that moms are giving their kids. What do you think? You think names have anything to do with?
Yeah, I think some of your identity is attached to that.
But do you think he was saying we should go back to like Gertrudes and stuff? Do you think that's like a thing?
I think that all kind of comes in cycles. I think kind of old school names make their ways back.
Yeah,
Well,
but
think about it. Have you ever seen an
your kids-
80-year-old named Jaden? It's crazy.
I know, right? Yeah, it's gonna be wild. Yeah,
There's gonna be 80-year-olds named like fucking like Fox.
yeah. Or Pilot,
Yeah, Apple.
Apple.
Yeah, or just
Stupid-ass names,
sounds
yeah.
like geek.
Yeah, you're right.
Like fucking what's his name? Elon Musk's kids. They're all named like formulas. And
Yeah,
shit.
after like fucking everything's gonna be named after like what my Tourette's sound like.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're just gonna have Tourette's names.
Yeah, clicks and shit.
I remember one time I was like, oh, and Jared was like, ew, skink it. Like Jared used to like talk back to me when I would do it. It was so funny. It actually made me feel better about like having it because it was just funny afterwards. But all the time, I remember I would just be in like the kitchen. Also, kitchen with a computer, kind of a weird place. No,
Yeah, dude, we all just fucking congregated to masturbate in there. Yeah. Everyone just took shifts to touch their wiener.
And that's
it was definitely annoying. Saw the
same
faces.
chair.
Oh yeah, that chair's seen some tight masturbating asses.
Hell yeah.
Clenched
dude.
up butt
Seen the
cheeks.
bottom of some.
Dude,
men's
how
ass.
ballsy and horny do you have to be? Dude, we
Knowing that
used to
someone could walk
masturbate
in
in a
any
kitchen with no doors.
with nothing. It was just walkthroughs.
Someone could just walk in and just see blasting off, dude.
Yeah.
And we didn't care. We all did it.
You timed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You timed it. You knew when you had your chance.
I'll never forget though getting the
60 seconds.
AOL account banned because I made back then. You can make before MySpace. You can make a page on your AOL account that people could go to.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could have music or anything like that, but it was like a web page, and all I had on it was like sell crack, kill cops, smoke weed. What am I doing?
What am I doing?
And Dad comes next door, and Dad goes, I got a letter from like AOL. They're canceling it's temporarily suspended.
That is fucking hilarious.
And he
I
goes-
had no idea that happened.
Yeah, and he goes, "You want to know why?" And I was like, "Why?" He goes,
Kill
"Because
cops.
because Hello Lops Pay Me or something made this. What the fuck is this shit?" And like shows like it's like fuck cops, they suck. Sell crack. Shout out to the 914.
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Yo, kids' profiles were so fucking stupid.
Dude, they were so dumb. And I was one of them. I just wanted to be like so fucking thugged out of my mind.
Oh, dude.
And Dad was just like, Dad just goes, "You're never fucking touching this computer again." And then there came a point where they were taking the keyboard out because I was on there late. Because I would get high and come home and play Counter-Strike
Yeah,
with
I remember
Alex
that.
and Jason.
Yeah.
And
Mommy used to
Sean.
take
Be up all night.
Mommy used to take the thing.
The keyboard.
Daddy
But-
would too.
Yeah, Dad would take it. But Danny's so right. How ballsy were we all to just have these walk-through doors and everyone was using this thing. And I remember then you came because you were with us for a while, but then you came back.
Yeah.
And then J Champagne Hova would pop up once in a while on
Yeah.
like on the AOL.
Beat that meat.
I've been Champagne way before fucking your boy,
Jay-Z was.
No, before fucking
I'm sorry, Drizzy.
Way before Drake.
Yeah.
Way before
you
Drake.
were J Champagne
I was
Hova.
Champagne. And
I thought that name was so cool when I was a kid. I was like, fuck, my name suck. I tried like competing and making a better name. I was like, I couldn't do it because it sounded so cool.
Yeah, J Champagne Hove.
Were you talking? Did you have, besides us, were you communicating with like your friends too? I would imagine. Like I didn't know. For some reason in my mind, I was like, Jared's too cool for all this. Who could be
like
talking
on
to?
AOL and shit?
Yeah, I was like, who could he be talking to?
Not really. I was just looking for pussy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
Wait,
it.
were you a chat room guy?
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
I wanted to say before we wrap this up, I feel like 2024 is going to be a big year for us, boys.
Dude, it's going to be big.
We just got to pick ourselves up by the bootstrappies. Get a lot of stuff out and about. Let's go flood in these algos, these algorithms, and getting after it. But I'm excited about the new year. I'm excited about the journey with you guys.
Likewise.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'll see you guys in the new year. So hope you guys had a nice Christmas.
And we hope you guys have a very, very beautiful Christmas and Happy New Year and Hanukkah. God.
Dude, it's like when Dad used to shit.
It smells like Chinese food immediately.
All right. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Later,
Jared, where can they
guys.
find you on the internet, dude?
IG, Jared LoPriore.
That's
Holla
great.
at me.
Mike, where are you at?
JanineGarofalo.com.
All right, and you can find me at Kevin Hart on Instagram. Love you guys. Shout out Mark Norman. You guys are the best. Love you guys. We're all black friends.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.